guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video on my top favourite books that I read in 2015. I had to go back on my Goodreads page and see what I read, and there was a lot that I've forgotten I'd read in 2015. There are a lot of trilogies that I finished up or started, and there is just some great books, so let's get started. These aren't in any particular order, I'm just going to pick them up as I go along. So the first one is Four by Veronica Roth. This is basically signifying the whole series. I did finish Allegiant as well this year, but I didn't find that as good maybe as Insurgent or Divergent was. I really enjoyed Four, however, and gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was just really great to see it from Four's perspective. So with any of these books, if I've done a review, I will link them below. So if you see any you might want to read, then check out the information bar where I will link all the videos if I've done reviews for them, which most of these I think I have. Yeah, so that is the first book. The second book I read at the start of the year, and it was The Art of Being Normal by Lisa Williamson. This was very different from anything I'd ever read, and it involves, it was about two boys who were transgender. It was about a boy who wanted to be a girl and about a girl who had transgendered into a boy, and it was a very interesting book. It wasn't like anything I've read before, and I really enjoyed it. I loved seeing the friendship between them and the struggles that transgender people have to face in trying to become who they really are. So I really enjoyed that book. The next book is probably quite a popular one for anyone in the YouTube or BookTube community, and that is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. I saw this first on Gillian at Home's video, and I also saw it on Pretty Neat Living. They both did videos on it. Gillian's really was the one that inspired me to start clearing out my stuff. I will link the clear out videos below that I did. I have a couple more coming up because it's obviously sort of been around half a year to a year that I've done this process, and I wanted to it was the start of the year. I felt like I needed to sort out my stuff, so I really recommend this book. It's all about how you can declutter your life and the things you have around you, and it's just a very highly recommended book in the BookTube community, especially if you like organising, or like I said, it's that time of year where we all want to sort of get rid of stuff after Christmas. I really enjoyed that book. The next book is probably one of my all-time favourites. It's 10 Things I Hate About You. I did watch the film before I got the book because it's quite hard to get your hands on this book. It's by David Levithan. I love the film, and the book is pretty much the same as the film, and that's why I liked it so much. I just think it's a great story. Very easy and quick to read. It would be a great like beach read, or if, like I said, you just want something quick to read. But it will always be a favourite of mine. The next book is one I recently finished on holiday, and it's The Heir by Kira Cass. This is the 4th book in the selection process, and there's a 5th one coming out next year, so I'll be really excited to read that. This is told from the perspective of Prince Adeline, who is America's singer and Prince Maxon's daughter. And I just really like this. I love the whole selection series. I think it's a really interesting concept of how these girls put themselves forward to be the future queen, and I really like this, seeing it switch, so it's like the girl was finding her future prince, which I think was really cool. The next book is Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon, and I think this has just been voted like one of the best books of 2015 on Goodreads. It's about a girl called Maddie who is allergic to the world. She can't leave her house because something could trigger off her being ill, and she essentially lives in the bubble that is her home. She doesn't get to see anyone except for like her mum and her nurse Carla, and then she sometimes sees her lecturers, but yeah, aside from that she lives a pretty isolated life. And I did do a book review I won't spoil it, but it has a really great ending and a great twist to it, and I think there is potential for it to have a following on book. I think that would be interesting to see. So I really enjoyed that one. And then the last book I have to show you is Quarantine, The Loners by Lex Thomas. This is a 3-part trilogy, of which I've read all 3. I just picked this one up to signify the whole series. I really enjoyed this book. It is about a disease that gets out in this school, and the kids are all trapped in the school trying to fight for their life and get out. And again, it was so dystopian that it felt like it could potentially happen one day. It was very realistic because obviously it was set in a school, and I just really, really enjoyed it, and there was a lot of great characters in it. It was a little bit violent at times and a bit gruesome, but for me that sort of added to the book. So I really would recommend this trilogy if you're looking for something dystopian or sort of just slightly futuristic in a way, or maybe not futuristic but like medical. I don't know how to describe it, because it's something that could happen. If you like hearing things about dystopian and plagues and things like that, you might enjoy this. So those are the 7 books that I found to be my favourites from the year of 2015. Let me know what your favourites were from last year. Leave me a comment down below, because I'm always looking for new books to read. And yeah, like I said, I'll leave any links to book reviews of these books down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!